This video from the Answer series forms part of our question-by-question Diagnostic Report series. This short video highlights common errors and misconceptions articulated in the Graphs and Functions topic of the Diagnostic Report. Let's start by having a look at the overall performance of the Graphs and Functions section, and then we will look at question 4 specifically. The Graphs and Functions section of the November 2023 matric exam had a 42% average achievement overall countrywide. The whole of question 4 from this topic achieved a 55% average, and if we look at the first 3 sub-questions, 4.1 achieved a 70% average, 4.2 an 88% average, and 4.3 a 57% average. Here is the memo for question 4.1 to 4.3. You're welcome to pause the video here if you'd like to spend some time here. Let's have a look now at the common errors and misconceptions laid out by the Diagnostic Report. The comment here is that many candidates did not calculate the coordinates of the x-intercept A correctly in question 4.3, which resulted in an incorrect equation of the straight line. Looking at the rest of question 4, in terms of achievement, 4.4 achieved a 47% average, 4.5 a 74% average, 4.6 a 2% average, and 4.7 a 63% average. The whole of question 4 was out of a total of 14 marks. Here is the memo for these sub-questions. The first, finding the vertical distance, then writing down the equation for G, and the last 2 were about the inverse of G. You're welcome to pause for a moment here if you need to spend some time on the memo. Let's look now at the common errors and misconceptions for question 4.4 first. Most candidates did not understand the concept of vertical distance. The candidates substituted incorrect points into the distance formula in an attempt to calculate any distance. And in this question, some candidates left their answer for the vertical distance between the functions at x equals 1 as a negative value. And then lastly, from the common errors and misconceptions on this question, the majority of candidates did not realize that the given function had a restricted domain, which in turn meant the inverse of the given function would have a restricted domain. The candidates had learned that the domain of the inverse was x greater than 0, which is true for an unrestricted logarithm function. The following are some suggestions for improvement for question 4. A. Teachers need to emphasize what the points on a graph are and help learners identify what the properties of these points are before they start answering a question. B. Vertical and horizontal distances should be explained without the use of the distance formula when interpreting functions. In conjunction with this, teachers must emphasize that distance is a scalar property and cannot be negative. C. Teachers should work with restricted domain graphs in class to make learners aware that functions can be restricted and emphasize the effect this has on their properties.
If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook to stay on top of the latest TAS news and launches. So that's it for now from the Answer series, your key to exam success.